Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's important video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself, James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself, James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope your day is going fantastic and your journey to self-betterment is going better than fantastic. Today I wanted to make a very important video. A video that will touch on the one-on-one level. And will also touch on the overall societal level of things. You see, I've watched a few videos. One in particular that really got my wheels turning, so to speak. And I do want to keep this video title and the person who made its name to myself for a reason I will tell you a bit later. With that said, in this video, this person was talking about how them growing up with a toxic or psychopathic or possibly narcissist mother ruined their life. And how they now have life issues as a result. How they feel very deficient in love. Now think about what we've talked about here in the past. When you are deficient in love, this state of being can make you act in a way that isn't normal or rational. It might make you drop your guard and allow people into your life that you shouldn't allow into your life. And as a result of getting used multiple times by such people, and by your narcissist parent or parents, the ability to trust others almost goes out of the window, metaphorically speaking. You see, this young person that was telling their story seemed very sad and also seemed very troubled. This is why I don't want to share their information. Because this person appears to have psychological issues as well that make them appear to be off a bit regarding their personality. Now, this goes back to what I've said before. Narcissist parents want to ruin you so much that you pick up weird traits and social habits so you will repel those that might be healthy for your life when you are out there in society. And sadly many of us couldn't see these traits within ourselves. And it took years and years and years to really understand that our own personality and behaviors were too strange and off-putting to others at times. But the reason why this was created, yes, created in us, was so we would be forever alone. And forever in misery in our own minds. This person went on to say they've been given meds and this kind of therapy and that kind of therapy. But they still are hurting inside. And they said what would fix it basically is if they just had a normal life with someone that loved them. Now look at society. Look at the broken people in society. People acting in a way that doesn't make any sense. But no one asks the question. Did these people really have a family that loved them? Yes. I'm sure their family would say they did. But did they really? You see, narcissism and true narcissistic mistreatment is a serious thing. Because no one in mainstream society is hitting the nail on the head. It's still talked about in a sweeping way that this person is a narcissist because they are loud and brash. And who knows? Maybe they are. But true real deal narcissism is covered. It's hidden. There are steps to throw you off of the track with in regards who the real narcissist is. So the narcissist can be seen as the hero and good person. Whereas the one with love in their heart is painted as being the narcissist. You see, though there are decent people out there, they know the world is a tough place. So they make sure they give love to their sons and daughters. And the reason is because they know the world and those in it might not give any kind of love to their sons and daughters. And it's even possible the world and those in it might try to drain all the energy from their sons and daughters that they can. So they want their sons and daughters to be fit and ready and prepared to enter this crazy world. Not deficient in love and care, but strong and powerful, ready to succeed. Always with a place to go to get that love. Real love and care. When you have a narcissist parent or parents, you are almost a sitting duck in this world. With person after person looking to see what angle they can work on to get whatever it is they can get out of you. Please remember, Those that like to mug people on the street. They will often look for people that won't cause as much of a problem for them to do what it is they do. Yes. They will at times take on a bigger, more capable target. But by and large, they will look for someone weaker than them. Narcissists are by and large the same way. Yes. They might pick on someone with a big together family. But oftentimes they look for someone that has no one in their lives. Someone that is a broken shell of a person. And they show up with all of this fake love that feels real at the time. It feels really real. And we convince ourselves. You know, I went my entire life without someone that loved me and cared about what happened to me. And here I am. So blessed to have someone come into my life that really care about what was going on in my life. I remember thinking that. I felt so blessed. So blessed. When in reality I was really with someone that sized me up like they were a mugger and I was a mugging victim. And they gained my trust and then attempted to ruin my life. And in the process, I had no one to go to. I had no family that cared or loved me. Yes. I had a close friend that was helpful during this process. But it was hurtful to know I didn't have one shred of family that I could call in need of help. And that's the damage a narcissist parents, or family can cause to another human being's life. In this video I watched, I could tell this person was self-aware of their problems and why they had them. But not completely aware of their strange and oddness, if that makes sense. And this is a person that could have been anything positive in my opinion. Had they grown up with love and had they grown up with support. Because again, normal, or reasonably normal healthy people know this world can be very hard and uncaring. But the family home is where everyone can retreat to for that love and understanding and guidance. Here's the big societal problem. The family home is almost no more. As the years have gone on, a great many people have been swayed to get away from their stable home and partake in a great many things that ruin their self-esteem and their spirit. So much so this causes problems in their friendships and most importantly their dating and marriage relationships and how they raise their sons and daughters. So much so, it's getting to be more and more common to see people without family support and without help. And this is a setting that narcissists love. When most people came from homes and had strong family ties, the narcissist had to figure out who had trouble in such homes. So it took a bit more work on their end to zero in on a target. But now, there is a target around every corner it seems for the narcissist. Now the question is what can help with this problem? The ability to speak openly and honestly about not only bad fathers but bad mothers. You see, years and years and years ago, you didn't dare speak bad about any parent of yours. Your mother, your father, your grandparents. It was a big no-no. You kept it to yourself, and if you spoke openly about such things, you were seen as a terrible, terrible person. Even if the things you were speaking about were indeed true. The only way people would be on your side is if this parent of yours was outwardly affecting the community with their bad behavior. Then and only then would they be on your side. But if they weren't affected by your parent or parents' behavior, then you would be labeled as a bad person for disrespecting your parents like that. Then things changed a bit. It became acceptable to talk about how bad your father was in public, but you just couldn't talk about your mother. I remember when I was really little and before I knew what really happened with my mother and father. And when I would tell people my father just left us and all of these bad things. Things I realized later on weren't true. But things I was told were true. But with that said, when I would repeat such things to anyone that asked about my family's situation, I never got any pushback whatsoever. However, when I started to realize what my mother was, and I would even hint at the fact I had a terrible relationship with my mother, I was looked at as if I were the problem. And I believe that is a big issue and keeps some people from talking about their experiences they went through growing up. Which keeps the narcissism cycle going and going and going. And nothing ever gets solved. Here's the reality. We see in the news all of the time. This father did this horrible thing. And this mother did this horrible thing. Why can't we get to a point where we see and understand people are capable of bad deeds? And then explore why that is. Because the truth is, a narcissist parent or parents can cause lifelong emotional damage. To where you aren't even fit to have a relationship with others because you might not know how to. And the people you meet just use you and use you and use you. Just like your narcissist father or narcissist mother did. And you go through life feeling like something is missing. Like something isn't quite right. There's no one to lovingly greet you in the morning. And there's no one wishing you a peaceful sleep good night. Here's the facts. When people aren't given love, it messes them up so bad. If you look at most of the people that have gotten involved as being a repeat criminal. Not always. But most of the time. They grew up in terrible homes. No love. No care. No nothing. But they were given a lot of the wrong influences. A lot of people pushing them to do the wrong things. But society just talks about these stories without peeling back the layers of these stories to really understand what turned them into who they were turned into. Day by day. Year by year. The possibility to create a protective family unit is getting harder and harder to do. This is something that must be recognized. How is this happening? Why is this happening? And is anyone doing anything about it? And does anyone really care about what real deal narcissism is? Covert narcissism that ruins families and their chances at love and a happy life. Narcissism affected me. Narcissism affected you. It led us to being in relationships with people that wanted to take from us, and then for these people to attempt to destroy us when there was nothing left for them to take. It made us miss out on our full potential in life. A great many good things we could have done if we had a loving parent in our corner with care and understanding. And all we can do is acknowledge what happened to us and push forward. Because the world isn't going to stop to help you, and it's not going to stop to help me. This is when we must lean on and trust the Most High as He is with us. That He's a parent to those without earthly parents or those that are an orphan in this world. And that we must unlearn all of the messed up mess we learned in our toxic homes of origin. And we need to better ourselves in all areas. The problem is because we missed out on so much. So much. We are running around in several different directions trying to make up for lost time. Maybe our education isn't where it should be or where we want it to because of what we went through. Or maybe we would like to be in a better career more suited to our likes and talents. Or maybe we don't have any good friends. Or maybe we would like to take part in a talent we were never able to really take part in. Slow down. Slow down. Don't try to do everything in a day or even a week or month or year. This person that had a mother, father, brothers, sisters and cousins and grandparents. People that loved them. They had a head start. You. Someone put weights in your shoes and handed you a big boulder to walk around with. And you were told to carry this thing around with you and succeed at the same time. Meanwhile, it seemed like everyone was zooming past you. The truth is there were others carrying their big boulders too. You just didn't notice. However, with that being said, yes, there were those zooming right on by you. The reality is you can't turn back the clock. You can't. And I know thinking about all of these missed chances and opportunities hurt. I think of mine and they hurt really bad. As I had the chance to be a great many things now thinking back on it if I were given some love and help. But what do? Do I sit in pain and in my own thoughts? Or do I stand up with my boulder and keep on going? And I pray to work on my issues that hopefully will chip away at that boulder, making it lighter and lighter and lighter. I felt so dumb and incapable growing up. I really did. And I think, if I knew then what I know now, I could have done better for myself. But how would I have known better? How would have you known better? And that's sadly it. The effects and damage that is caused by a narcissist parent or parents is endless time of painfully looking backwards, instead of cheerfully looking forwards. But that's what this education is for. So you can start to look forward. Even if it's just one thing you pick to work on and do for yourself and your life. Do it. Do it well. And do it with pride. You see, narcissists are gaining more and more ground in this world. Because more of us are in pain. Pray for God to take care of that pain and allow you to stand up straight and keep right on going. To keep right on going. And to find success in just having a decent life. A decent life. And to break the cycle of narcissism. With that said, I think this is a great place to stop. I do thank you all for your support. And I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourself.